Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel on Advanced Excel. In today's video, we are going to see 5 different ways of two-way lookup in Office 365 environment. In my earlier video, that is video 63, we had discussed 5 different ways of two-way VLOOKUP, but in old Excel versions. But in today's video, we will see 5 different ways in Office 365. So I am going to use all these 5 approaches to get the result. Now this example I am simply continuing with the same which we had in Office in video number 63, and in this example we are having this conversion table, currency conversion table, where across rows and across columns we are having the currency, and then this is a table of their rates. So intersecting point is what we are interested in. Okay, so now where we are going to use these 5 approaches. The first approach is XLOOKUP with XLOOKUP. But here we are going to use first XLOOKUP, which will be giving us result for the external external XLOOKUP. So I am starting with this XLOOKUP, which will take care of the result array for another XLOOKUP. So XLOOKUP tab. Now my source currency is CAD, comma. It will look for this lookup value. The lookup array is here, which I will freeze, and comma, my return array is this, where my result is lying. I will hit F4, and all other arguments are not valid right now, so I am completing parenthesis and enter. So here it is. So it is looking for this CAD in this particular range of cell. So it is finding CAD here, so it is giving me the entire column of that CAD, that is Canadian dollar. And now we will prefix this XLOOKUP with another XLOOKUP tab. Now this XLOOKUP will look for this target currency, which is sterling pound. Then lookup array is this, which again I will freeze, and comma, and this return array is taken care by this XLOOKUP, which has in fact acted like a match or horizontal lookup. So I am simply coming to end of this function. I am completing parenthesis and enter. So here we have, and we will simply multiply this by amount to get the result. Enter, and then Control C, Control down arrow, Control Shift up arrow, and enter. So this is my first approach, where we have used 2 XLOOKUP. One XLOOKUP which is used inside another XLOOKUP, it takes care of the return array, and then the XLOOKUP which is outside XLOOKUP, it works like a VLOOKUP, and it finds out the conversion rate for CAD against GBP. So it will take a person 0.47 cent of Canadian dollar to purchase 1 Great Britain pound. Okay. So now see, these rates are just example. Okay, anyone of you who really wants to use this particular table for currency conversion, then just update this table and you can have the result, right? Now the second approach is much similar to the first one, but here we are going to use XLOOKUP with filter. So my internal function is filter, so is equal to filter tab array. Array is the range of cell where my result is lying. It is just like we give array in index. So this is my array, which I will freeze without fail, comma, in include argument I will say how many of you, hit F4 again, is equal to this source currency, right? And right now I am completing parenthesis and pressing enter here. So again same, it has given us this entire column. Okay, and because I am using this Office 365, you know, it has got a feature of dynamic array, so it spills the result across rows. And now again same, we will prefix this with XLOOKUP. So XLOOKUP will look for this target currency, GBP, sterling pound. Then my lookup array is this, which I will again freeze, comma, and the return array is taken care by filter. So I think everything looks okay in so far as this fixing of range cells are concerned, making them absolute. So I will come to end of this function, complete parenthesis, enter. So here it is, and we'll simply multiply this by amount once again, which is in A4, cell A4, enter. And instead of conventional copy paste, we'll select this range, hit F2 and control enter to copy it down. Okay, so this is the second approach we have. Now in third and fourth approach, we are going to use this choose columns and choose rows functions. Now these two functions are also under in Office 365 only, and this is how they work. I'll just demonstrate that thing to you here. So is equal to choose columns. So this is what it does. It returns the columns from an array or a reference. So basically it only pulls out, or it only allows you to select a specific columns. That is the only purpose of this choose columns. And choose rows also same. It only allows you to choose a specific rows in a table array. Okay, nothing great about this. Okay, very simple. So choose columns. It asks for array. Array is this. And suppose I want column number 1 and column number 2. So you imagine this to be like say 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if I want column number 1 and 2, I will simply give 1, 2. I will complete parenthesis and enter. Here it is. Okay. Suppose I want directly column number 5. So I can just press F2 here, and instead of giving 1, 2, just type 5. And I have got column number 5. Here it is. Okay, so this is how that choose columns work, and choose rows work exactly the same. Only thing is it allows you to select specific rows. So is equal to choose rows. I select this range, and suppose I want row number 3. So comma, I will give 3, complete parenthesis, enter. So we have got row number 3. This one 1.14, 2.12, 1 and all that. Okay, so this is what that usefulness of choose columns and choose rows is. But friends, remember the name is choose rows or choose columns, but it is not at all similar to a function choose. Okay, only for namesake they have given those names to these two functions. So right now we are doing choose columns and XLOOKUP. So is equal to choose columns. Now in columns we are having our source currency, isn't it? So I erase this, which I will freeze. And so far as column number is concerned, you must have seen that the column number I had given the whole number, that is 1, 2, 3 or 4 or like that. And we know we can use match, the result of which is a whole number. So I am using match here, which will produce column number for choose by columns function. So match, tab. So in columns we are having source. So source currency is CAD. So match will look for this CAD, comma. The lookup array for match is this, which I will freeze. And because I want exact match, I will simply say comma 0. You can use X match also. X match is just like match only. Only thing is you don't need to specify this 0 or all that thing, because that X match was like exact match. So things are looking good. And I will complete parenthesis one more time and enter. So here we have, so it has selected this particular column, because match has given the relative position of this CAD, which is 1, 2 and 3. So it has fed in that column number, it has fed 3. If I press F2 and just hold on, if I press F2 F9, you will see. Okay, so this is the column number 3 we have extracted. And now I am pressing F2 and we'll go with XLOOKUP once again. XLOOKUP, tab. XLOOKUP will look for this lookup value, British sterling, pound sterling. It will look for this particular pound sterling in this table array, which I will freeze. And the return array is taken care by combination of choose column and match. So I will complete parenthesis and enter. Here it is. And again same, we will multiply this by A4, which is amount, and the result is the same. Okay, and simply Control C, come down, Control Shift up arrow, enter. So this is my third approach using XLOOKUP with choose columns. And now coming to choose rows. Now this is going to work in a reverse way. So is equal to choose rows, tab. Now so far as rows is concerned, we are having this rows as a target currency, so my array remains the same in any case. And so far as this row number is concerned, again I'll use match, but now the match is going to look for this target currency, which is GBP. So here it is, comma, lookup array, this is lookup array, which I will freeze, and because I want exact match, comma 0, and I am complete parenthesis, and again I will complete parenthesis for choose rows. Now the moment I press enter, it is going to give me spill array, because it wants to spill that particular array across this, but it there are values here in this table. Okay, so it will stop that choose rows function from spilling, but still I am pressing enter here, spill, no problem. If I press F2 and press F9, here it is. So it has perfectly selected this particular row, which is a GBP, and here it is, that 0.47. So we are on the right track, and now we'll simply prefix this with XLOOKUP. Now this XLOOKUP is going to look for the source currency, which is CAD, and this XLOOKUP now it will act as a HLOOKUP, horizontal lookup. So it will look for this CAD. It will look for this CAD in this lookup array, which I'll freeze, comma, and the return array is taken care by this choose rows function along with match. So I'm simply pressing enter here, and same result. And again you multiply this by amount, which is in A4, enter, and now we'll simply select this range and press Ctrl D to fill down. Okay, so here we are, right? So with this choose rows and choose columns, which are new functions in Excel 365, you can do a two-way lookup, and combine them with XLOOKUP. You can do this two-way lookup. And last, we can combine this choose column and choose rows together. So first I am starting with choose columns. I'll press tab. Array is the same, which I'll freeze. So far as column number is concerned, again same thing, match will look for this source currency CAD, comma, my lookup array for match is this, which I'll freeze, and exact match, so comma 0 and enter. Okay, so we have this particular column of CAD, and now we'll merge this or integrate this function with choose by rows or choose rows. Now the array is produced by choose columns, and for so far as row number is concerned, again I am going to use match in the end. So match, and across rows we are having our target currency. So match will look for this target currency, which is sterling pound, comma, it will look for this currency in this particular lookup array, which I'll freeze, and we want exact match, so comma 0. I'll close parenthesis for match, and I am closing parenthesis for both this choose rows and choose column. So and enter. So again same thing, multiply by A4 and enter. You get the same result and enter. Okay. So with these 5 approaches, you can do a two-way lookup in Office 365, and here is a text for all those approaches. So friends, all of you who have seen my video number 63 and this video, that is video number 79, there are 10 approaches in which we can do two-way lookup. Okay, not 1, not 2, but 10 approaches. So in video 63, what are those 10 approaches? Under old Excel, you can do it with index and match. Then you can do it with SUMPRODUCT. Then you can do it with offset and match. Then the fourth is HLOOKUP and match, and last is VLOOKUP and match. So these are the approaches to do two-way lookup in old Excel versions. And in new Excel versions, we are having XLOOKUP with XLOOKUP, then XLOOKUP with filter, then XLOOKUP with choose columns, XLOOKUP with choose rows, and choose rows with choose columns. Okay, so you can use any of these 10 approaches to have a two-way VLOOKUP. So I believe this video is useful for you. If you find this video interesting, do give me thumbs up. Also consider to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon to get future updates. Take care. Bye.